Great. So, how did you find the book so far? This is a question for each one of you. Even if you have read one page, two page, whatever, how did you find the book so far?
It is in simple English, so reading, understanding, connectivity is very easy. And of course, these are life lessons which they are teaching us.
Mhm. How did you find it for yourself? It's not what the book is all about. How did you find it for yourself? What difference did it make to you so far? Or probably to others as you followed the principles?
Well, these type of books, I think they help you sit back and reflect.
Mhm.
How do I improve myself? What are the other things that I should do so that I can be a better person? In fact, I think that is the main purpose of the reading session, no? How do we become a better person?
Okay, so what about this particular book? How did it make you a better person so far?
Oh my God. Now that is too much. I don't know. I'm still in the making. So I think let me just reflect and get back to you.
Yeah, but you are there in all the sessions, almost all the sessions.
Yes,
कुछ तो
also.
मिला ही होगा. You must have got some. This question is for everyone, so it's an open house question for each one of you. So, how did this book make a difference to you so far?
Yeah, for me, I just read two of the chapters that we read last week, and one of them was don't take things personally. So
Mhm.
that makes a lot of difference when I don't take things personally. Sometimes it is required that things are taken personally, just like a message that comes in the group and it tells what is to be done. Then I need to put my person into that and respond to that. Like I have put the poll on FELD group. What is your purpose to be in the group? Then person has to understand what is his or her purpose and then respond to that. So uh, that was one thing where things need to be taken personally. But when I ask something in a general manner, then it has to be generalized. So the example I used to say to most of the time was that in Secunderabad, Hyderabad, there is a auto that comes around and tells that जिसने भी करंट बिल नहीं भरा है 5 तारीख के अंदर भर दो. तो अगर आपके घर में करंट ही नहीं है तब तो फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. मतलब बिजली नहीं चल रही है आपके पास तब तो फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता. और आपने अगर बिल भर भी दिया है तब भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता. बस उसको टेंशन लेना है जिसको बिल नहीं भरा है. तब उसको सोचना चाहिए कि जो घर में बिजली आ रही है बंद हो जाएगी तो कैसे काम चलेगा, जाके बिजली बिल भरते. तो आई जस्ट ऑलवेज थिंक अबाउट दैट ऑटो वेन एवर थिंग्स लाइक दिस हैपन कि ये ऑटो जो आई है वो मेरे घर में बिजली है भी या मैंने बिल भर दिया है, किसका टेंशन लेना है. So this is how I look at that example of not taking things personally.
No, but things like, when he talks, he's asking you to pick the best of things. That is why he says, do this or don't do that, or stop spending time with the wrong people. So he's very qualitatively trying to pick you up and make you a better person. It's not, what shall I say? It's not whether it's a revolution or an evolution. I think it's for each one to decide. But I think he's very um, choosy and wants to make you a real refined person. So he says, do this or don't do that. It's not a general term, but he's very specific in his things that these are things which will bring you up. These are things which will make you more humane rather. And so I think the book is of a lot of positivity and quality.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
also feel that it's a very nice book. Though I have not read the full big book, I've just read the few pages, attended a few sessions only, just four or two or four, something like that. But it's a very nice book. Always a reminder to you. Sometime, unknowingly we land up doing something or the other. but then it's, suddenly you get a reminder on yourself only कि भाई ठीक है ये करना है ये नहीं करना. And one thing I also felt in last few pages is very precise about the thing. ये करो ये नहीं करो. Choice is yours. Like ये जो be in a company of good people. That is something very nice. Like it is right from the beginning. I think I have been following this. And when he said this also, so I thought like अच्छा है ये भी करते रहे हैं. Or somebody also is also mentioning like that. And even Buddha also during his some of his suttas जैसे असेवनाचा बालापन की जो लोग सही नहीं है जैसे मूर्ख हैं या उनकी संगत मत करो. जो अच्छे हैं उनकी संगत में रहो. यही जो एक गृहस्थ है उसका मंगल धर्म है. That's all I would say.
You know,
Wow, so
like
that's amazing.
it's a lesson I think that we all need to learn, that we have lots of acquaintances in life. We come across or we make lots of acquaintances. But I think the difference, what he wants you to do is improve yourself, self in the sense, be in the company of good people. For example, when he says, what he means is choose your friends. Let things not happen in this life. Let's learn to choose and be more refined. I think this way.
Cool. So let me put the question in a different way. How you got how it made a difference to you? Let's answer give an answer to this question. कि
See,
मुझे ये मिला, like this is how I got
yeah,
impacted
it
by
makes
reading
you sit
this.
back and reflect. Am I doing the right thing? Am I spending enough time building good relations? Am I spending enough time building myself? And I think these sentences which I said bring about a qualitative difference in a person. So it's like, uh, during Corona, they told us, and of course, it's a different context, but they told us, like I used to always tell my students when I used to go to class during that time, keep in touch, but don't touch. There are certain things you don't touch. I don't mean human beings. I mean things in life. Don't touch them, but keep in touch. Because as a human being, we cannot just live with the best of people. We have to interact. We have to have acquaintances. We have to have casual people also around us. So just keep in touch with them, but don't touch them. That means don't interact too much with them. That's what I mean, not by physical interaction, but this is what it is. I think it sums up what he has to say. Thank you.
Okay, again, coming back to this question, listen to the question very carefully. What the author said is not important. What I got is important. So, what you got, how did it make a difference to you while you were reading this book? That is the question for everyone.
Yeah,
It's not
so
about what the
that's
author said, it's not about what should have been done, it's not about how these books are, it's not about that whether I should live a good life or not a good life. What the most important question is, how did it impact your life so far? This is the question. Be very careful about answering this question. It's all about how did it make a difference to me? This is the question.
yeah, I think it's the same. No, it makes you sit back and reflect. Am I doing
Makes me sit back. It's not make you sit back. Listen to my question very carefully. What it is doing to others is not important. What it did to me, how I got impacted is the question.
it helped me in interacting in a better way with people. It helped me choose people. It helped me reflect on what I am doing or what I'm not, what I should do, do's and don'ts. I think that's what it is.
Okay, you think, or it is like that? You think that it is like that, or it is actually like that?
Well, everything starts first with thoughts. So, in that sense, I mean, it makes you think. Thoughts is the base of everything in life.
Yeah, again, it is becoming generic. It's how it happened to me. What difference did it make to me? That is the question. You know what is happening, Mangala ma'am. This is exactly what happens when you and I read a book, and when you and I review a book, or you and I talk about anything. So the question is exceptionally specific. That how did it make a difference to me? You can talk about one or two chapters. That this is something which I practiced. I got this difference. This is something which I did. I noticed that this is what is happening with me. This is what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
And
Mm.
this question is for everyone. Like again, don't take it personally.
No, 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 no. Yeah, big people like there, Rajkumar sir is already, his hand is up. These are learned people. And his approach is always very mature and different.
Yes, yes, go ahead. Yeah, Dr. Rajkumar, go ahead.
Good morning to all masterminds. And I was listening wonderful sharing by Sumedha, Mangla. Like there is another group where we read one habit every day and practice. Like yesterday, I was in a housewarming function. So when I went there, it was my son's friend housewarming function. So I know his friend's wife, parents. So I talked to everyone, about the house, how beautiful the house is made. And then the caterer also was known to me. Caterer is also a caterer to Institute of Chartered Accountants. So then I told the father of my friend that this caterer is very good, make very good food, good service, personal service. So the I could see the difference. If I would not have practiced on these habits, I was not talking like this earlier. So when I'm meeting a person, this book is about say relationship with the person, people magnet. So there may be one or two chapter like yesterday we read habit 6. So there may be more, but these which are on self, like self esteem and things like that. So these practices, the smile, the fifth habit. So I'm conscious that I have to smile myself and I am smiling when I am alone also. So that is making a difference in my thought process. So when I'm conscious of that, negative thought process goes away. So I think this is a matter of practicing, and this is the whole world is a laboratory. So when we are meeting people, talking to them, yesterday I had my massage, so I told my massager in the morning that you are doing a very good massage. I met some club trustees when I went to the club. I talked to them that club is managed very well. So maybe not over exaggeration, but these are facts and this makes difference in the relationship. Thank you. Thank you. And
Ah.
they are similar to this. There are multiple instances when I'm very conscious when I'm talking to someone. That person I talk about, like, different members in our society. Now I'm talking about their business. How can I assist? And I'm seeing a different kind of relationship and maybe a mutual advantage. I'm meeting everyone, like day before yesterday, there's a new tenant in our complex. I met him. I talked to him. Then we had a group. I introduced him to all other group members. Then I talked about his business. And today we will be meeting separately for some time, discussing about his business. There is another member who met in lift. He's in power plant business. So the first habit, second habit, third habit, those are talking about, the person is important, talking about the business of that person, talking about the interest of that person. So I can go on, and I would strongly request those who are not joining that
Bag me.
morning 6:30 group, join for one day, see yourself what is in it for you. So perhaps we will continue for another 2 months because we have restarted reading habit one. Thank you. I'll stop here.
Wonderful, sir. That's a really great way of looking at things. We also have Ravina, Ankita, Shivani, and even Alpuna. So, how are you finding reading this book, and how did it impact your life so far?
Yeah, Pinaki, I have a suggestion. We can keep these thoughts, get time for them to get generated and keep them in words, and we can do one habit till that time.
Okay, we can go ahead.
If people are ready with their thoughts, they can go ahead with that. Else, we can start with one more habit. This habit is actually very interesting to read as such.
Okay, well, if you're not ready, then better you stay ready every day, every moment. But that is the beauty and power of this book, you know. And let me put it very straight that how this book is all about, or what this book is all about, how did it impact me? You know, people who have done NLP practitioner course, if they read this book, this is actually a book which is a review of NLP and application of NLP in real life, real time situation. And I read this book almost about 3 years ago first, before I did the NLP practitioner course. And when I did NLP practitioner course, I was surprised. I was amazed that, oh my God, like this is something, whatever this I'm learning in this course is almost everything which I've already read somewhere. So I couldn't connect that where did I read it. So when I picked this book again, I discovered the magic. You know, this book is actually like NLP in real life, real time, which you can apply on a daily basis. Like over a period of 62 days, if you read the book, you read every chapter and just practice one of the ideas from that chapter, it will make you a different person altogether. And you will notice it and people will notice it. And what is most important is that it says how to become a people magnet. What I discovered in this book is how I can become a people magnet for myself first. That am I good enough to become a people magnet to myself? Am I attracted to myself at all by whatever I'm doing, the way I'm carrying myself, the kind of words that I use in my communication? Will I ever communicate with myself? Will I ever being attracted to myself? So this is the area where I worked on this book this time. You know, over the last 2 months, 3 months, as we are reading this book, this is where I worked on myself. It's all about, am I the person who I will be ever attracted to? So that is the area where I worked on, and I think that many of you have already seen that improvement in me. So let's go ahead and हमारे जो mentors वो बहुत सुंदर बोलते हैं NLP के बारे में. NLP is magic and you are the magician. So you first need to become magician to yourself. Like that's how normally the magicians train themselves, the big magicians. So they perform every magic in front of a mirror, and they see that what they can see while they perform the magic. And what is important is that 80% of the magic should not be seen by the audience in front of whom we are presenting that magic. 80%. Sometimes it could be even 99%. You see only 1% of the outcome. If the 99% is all hidden, that is where the game is happening. So great musicians, they do it in front of a mirror. They just see that whether the other magician is actually showing that magic to me or not. And am I getting attracted to it or not? The kind of language that they use while presenting that magic, because every magic, it comes with a story, it comes with a metaphor. They always start with a story before uh, performing that magic. So this book is something like that, like almost for last 3 months, as I was reading this book, many things I practiced with myself standing in front of a mirror. And I noticed the difference which is happening, is bringing to me. Okay. Yes, Alpona.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Pinaki sir. Um, the same thing I was about to say, like when you were on the midway, I was just thinking that yes, I was doing a lot of things, a lot of practices, but then this, after reading every chapter, it is making me more conscious what I'm doing. I mean, my consciousness has become more, vivid, like active. Um, yes, ये मुझे करना चाहिए, ये नहीं करना चाहिए. No, even I'm choosing my words now with more, क्या बोलो, more awareness or alertness. Uh, so I think this book is making me at least more of I mean, the spiritual practices I'm doing. It is helping me in that also, you know, my concentration level, because I'm becoming more aware, more alert. So my concentration is also becoming more focused, more, even the meditation part also is becoming more in, what should I say? Effective? Yes, more effective. Thank you so much. And it is really a wonderful book, which I feel that which Rajkumar sir said, that we should practice every day. And consistency brings the perfection. So consistently, I will definitely continue with the book and practicing the book, every chapter of it. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Anybody wants to add to this? Otherwise, we'll just go ahead with the reading session. Ankita, Ravina, you are already practicing with us every day in the mornings. Yeah, Ankita, go ahead.
Hello,
Yeah,
sir, am I
we can hear
audible?
you. Yes, absolutely. Awesome.
Good morning, sir. So, from past one or 1.5 month, I've been practicing this book, and I am practicing like the habits of understanding people and keeping my place in place of them. So, I mean, being like listening to people before I talk, that habit. And there is, and also like as in the book it is said, how to first listen and make them feel important, nod your head and show interest in their words, then speak. So that thing I'm practicing with, let it be at home or at office or anywhere outside with whomever, or vendors that shopkeepers I'm interacting with. And also like I recently read the habit I read the habit of smiling, and I'm deliberately practicing that. I was not the person to initiate smile on my face. If any person smile, then only I used to like think and then respond. But now the change is coming, it is coming. I'm practicing even the mirror. Yesterday I did even that. I saw in mirror in my own eyes, making more contact with my own face, and then give a smile. It made a really very change in my thought process. Like, yeah, this is my identity and I have to smile, and it brings joy, inner joy. So self reflection also is being practiced. And also when I'm connecting with people, if I'm showing more of gratitude to them, let it be even a small thing, like maybe at the billing counter, or even at when in the street side, if I'm purchasing anything, even to them, or at office when I'm at the security guard. So that I'm practicing. And also I used to talk very much and do very less of work, and now I'm doing the exactly opposite. Talk less and try to achieve more, the smart practice that is said in the book. So that also I'm practicing. And also like avoiding arguments, that I used to argue for to prove my point for very little thing. So without and always you say, sir, be conscious, aware. So that thing trying to do it, I'm doing it deliberately, not trying to do. And even stop gossiping. The more I gossip, it is like trying to be more healthy environment within myself and accepting myself for who I am. So that these are a few small changes that is been implemented, sir, uh, throughout the day and wherever I get an opportunity. Thank you, sir, for giving an opportunity to share this here. Yeah, this is the practice, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ankita. Awesome. We all know how much you have transformed over last couple of months. Phenomenal. You are a real-time, real-life experience of what this book can do if someone actually follows it. At least one statement a day. Thank you so much for being so candid and being so uh, open and casual with all of us while talking about the book. Great. Anybody else would like to add? Otherwise, we'll just go ahead with the chapter 60.
We'll start, Pinaki.
Yeah,
Okay.
repetition is the mother of all learning. That I would add.
I'd like to read. Can I?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
I'm always eager to read. Okay. Stop spending time with the wrong people. We are talking a lot about getting along with people, being friendly, showing empathy in this book. But sometimes the best techniques are just not good enough. As I said in the beginning, this book is not about becoming a people pleaser, it's about honest, good relationships. The truth is, you can't get along well with everybody you meet, and sometimes it just doesn't click. You might be trying to apply what you learned in this book and still just don't get through to people. Wayne Dyer once said to accept that 50% of the people you meet in your life won't like you. No matter what you do, no matter how nice you are, no matter how good you are. So if you meet somebody that just doesn't like you, think to yourself, well, I guess this is just one from the other 50%, and just move on. And even more important, don't try to change yourself so that they like you or spend time with you. It's useless. Stay authentic. Sometimes you even have to answer to rude, arrogant, and bullying type of people right back in the way they come on to you. Trying to get along with people doesn't mean that you can't set boundaries or that you have to let or that you have I just forgot. Trying to get along with people doesn't mean that you can't set boundaries or that you have to let people walk all over you. It's totally okay and even necessary to set boundaries that others can't overstep. If you want to improve anything in life, like your self esteem, success, happiness, you need to watch very, very closely who you spend your time with. Stay away from the toxic people and instead choose the positivity of people that support your life. Choose to be around people who help you with your strengths. Stay away from people who belittle you, and by God, let go of relationships that constantly hurt you. Spend your time with people that help you to motivate yourself, gain courage, and help you take the right actions. Stay away from those who drain your energy, disrespect you, and drag you down. If you are around them for too long, they can convert you into a negative and cynical person over time. Jim Rohn once said that you are the average of the 5 persons you spend the most time with, and science has proven it over and over again since then. Attitudes and emotions are highly contagious. So, once again, spend your time with people who motivate you, believe in you, and bring out the best in you. Be around people who empower you. Life is too short to spend time with people who don't treat you with love and respect. Let them go and make new friends. Great sentence. Great sentence. Yeah. Is that is the chapter over? I'm not able to understand.
Yes, 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 it's over.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. I hope I made things more interesting by my way I read it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's do some brainstorming on this for
Yeah.
next about 5, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah. So, what did you find for yourself? Now, let me ask this question, which I normally ask in all my training sessions: that with this new awareness, all the new awareness that we just got today, from by just reading this chapter over next 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
I think there is a lot of quality and choice which he's asking us to make. As human beings, we should make a choice, and I think this is what he's trying to tell us with examples. That spend your time with people that who are going to motivate you, not people who are going to just gossip and waste time or bring about the negativity in a person. So strengths, positivity, these are, I think, values which he's asking us to develop. And we need the support of others. So, do we really need the support, or are we really self motivated? I don't know. But in life, it happens that we turn out to be happy people, we progress faster if there is support. Now, this support could be a family, friends, or those who are around us. That is, I think, what he's trying to tell you. So, because the life is not to be uh, gone through, you have to grow in life. You don't go through life, you grow through life. So if this going and growing needs, if you want to jump from that level to the higher level, then I think we need to spend time with those who will matter to us, who will motivate us. And of course, we also should motivate them. It's not just a one-way traffic. Thank you.
Yes, others, add your thoughts on
Yes,
this.
can I share, Pinaki?
Yes, ma'am, we can always.
कंपनी की जब बात करते हैं दूसरों के साथ भी हो जाता है विद गुड पीपल राइट पीपल बट दैट संगत जो होती है संग हम अपने साथ भी करते हैं लाइक इफ यू आर spend good quality time with yourself. I think it is very important. Then like when we see others तो हम कभी कभी गलतियां ही निकालते हैं. When you use I mean look within yourself, तो हम अपने आप को improve करने की कोशिश करते हैं. I think this is very important if you spend a good quality time with yourself by reading good books or reflecting on your habits also. And another thing, I always feel कि sometimes that relaxed time also, listening to a good thing, listening to the good music, classical also and old songs also. And now though of course we are in a very good company, it's making us reflect on what we should improve in ourselves more and more. Thank you very much.
All right, others.
It's basically about being in company of those who uplift you, encourage you, motivate you, and inspire you, and leaving the company of those who hurt you, or maybe the other way. So, just Jim Rohn has also said that you are the average of 5 people whom you associate with. And then there is a also a book with the name something like Art of Being Alone. So keep your own company, stay connected to or and associate with those who encourage you, empower you, and motivate you. Thank you.
Yeah, interesting. Yes, anybody else? In fact, who is next? Who wants to discuss on this next? Let me make this question simple for you. So with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself now? It's not new, right? Whatever that author is talking about, nothing is new because you and I are practicing them with many people throughout the day. The point is, what do you see for yourself now? What difference you can bring to yourself? What is the opportunity you see for yourself?
One more point I would like to add here. There are some people whom you cannot avoid, but they make you down. In that case, set boundaries with such kind of people.
Very important. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Who would like to share this? Yes, Vasu. What's your thought on this? What's your take on this?
पिनाकी शिवानी की बात में मैं एक बात कहूँ कि ये जो स्ट्रॉन्ग लोग होते हैं वो हमको मिलते हैं, जैसे उन्होंने कहा। पर कभी कभी ना मैं एक छोटी सी स्माइल दे के एक सिंपल बात कहती हूँ, मुझे नहीं करना, आपको करना तो आप करिए ना, दैट्स ऑल। मुझे नहीं करना ये।
Yeah, I heard my name. What was being said?
Yes. What is your take on this? This chapter
Yeah, I
that
was
we
just
discussed.
thinking that we have spent about 30 minutes of time discussing the book and reading one more chapter, which we have read last week.
Yeah.
So I just got disconnected trying to follow the advice of being away from the wrong people for some time, because this is something that is directly not reflecting to my virtues and values, where I would have started reading the book myself and completed by this time and took the essence of what I wanted. So I took a pause. I was just listening it from a long distance. जैसे गाना चलता रहता है ना, गणेश जी के उत्सव में, दुर्गा माता के उत्सव में गाना चलता रहता है, उसके उससे हमारा कोई लेना देना नहीं होता है। इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि हम वो भक्त नहीं है या हमारे को श्रद्धा नहीं है देवी के ऊपर, गणेश जी के ऊपर, लेकिन इतना भी गाना चलना भी हमारे साथ, वो मेरे ही साथ वो कनेक्ट नहीं होता। तब मैं बोलता हूँ चलो ठीक है, इसको थोड़ा सा दूर से सुनते हैं। सो आई हैड गॉन इनटू दैट मोड, बट व्हेन आई हर्ड माय नेम आई केम बैक। So that this chapter we have read last week actually, and we have reflected upon for 40 minutes on that. So I said, okay, this chapter is not for me. I will just follow the advice of that.
Cool. Yeah. Pravina, you wanted to add to this?
Yes. Uh, Actually, many times it is not possible to stay away from these people. क्योंकि हम अगर उनके साथ काम कर रहे हैं तो वो साथ में तो रहते ही है. Then the best thing I do is keep my attention away from that quality. Yeah. So it is the one way which is the author say that keep you keep away from the people. So many times it is not possible to totally disconnect or with that people, but you can disconnect with the quality which you didn't like from that person. This you can do anytime, anyway. And many of the habits in this book I am practicing, but I am not specifically aware. Like in NLP, we have learned about the meta programs. So many of these habits are like meta programs, which are practicing, which are giving us result. But we are not aware that this is the name or this is the recognition what we are practicing. So this is like a revision. And yes, we have to practice it lot more for some of the habits. But as one thing I practice is don't give answer to everything. अगर मतलब कोई आगे से ब्लेम भी करता है, I don't waste my time to with arguing. Just I want to say what I feel or what I am doing. आपको एक्सेप्ट करना है तो करो, नहीं तो मुझे कुछ डिफरेंस नहीं पड़ता है. Let the time prove, let the result prove what I am doing, what I am saying. Yeah. This is my take on this stuff. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes, this book is not telling that you should disconnect with people. It's what the book is what the author is talking about is detach yourself. Don't get attached.
Yeah.
you know, that is what the message which I got, that we can't leave those people, because as long as I'm a human being, I have to live with human beings only. People who are around me, I have to live with them as well. What's most important is that am I attaching myself with them or not? So the whole objective is that whatever your purpose in life, which you want to achieve in your life, just find out people who are like that so that you can follow them. है ना, बाकी को आप हटा नहीं सकते. They will be there in your life anyway. The whole point is that you detach, keep yourself detached from them so that they don't influence their thoughts, their actions do not influence your activity or your way of living your life. That's the whole point. Okay, so let's move ahead with the next chapter. Who would like to read?
Okay, I will read.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Get rid of perfectionism. I think this is for me because I try to be perfect for in many things. Okay, let's go. If you are the type of person that needs other person to be perfect in relationship, you are doomed to encounter happiness in your relationship because nobody can ever live up to your high standards. Perfectionism is the enemy of good relations because very often perfectionists are of good uh, sorry uh, perfectionism is enemy of good relations because very often perfectionists are extremely sensitive to criticism and always on the defensive. It gets even worse when we expect perfectionism from our spouse, partners, or friends. If you expect other people to be perfect, you will inevitably get disappointed, which leads to frustration and, in the worst case, to lack of acceptance of the spouse, friend, or partner. Perfectionism also harms our relationship indirectly because it hurts our self esteem, and our lack of self esteem then hurts our relationship. The constant feeling of failure and the lack of self acceptance that may perfectionists experience drains their self esteem and at the same time make it impossible to develop healthy self esteem. Perfectionists are also less likely to try and less likely to put themselves on the line, which are two of the main ingredients to happiness and healthy relationships. They also experience a lot of anxiety and stress in their relationships because there is a constant fear of failure. Instead of being a perfectionist in your relationship, become a person committed to excellence. Accept that perfection does not exist. It's enough to always give your best. Sometimes it gets you close to perfect, many times it doesn't. No problem. If you can really own this truth, you might have to practice a lot. You will experience far less anxiety and frustration and far better relationships. You will go from only experiencing, at best, a temporary relief to enjoying the journey of your life with its ups and downs and imperfections, and much higher level of happiness in the life in general and in your relationship. Try it. It works. You will go away from experiencing at least a temporary relief to enjoying the journey of your life with its ups and downs and imperfections, and much higher level of happiness in life in general and in your relationship. Try it. It works. Get rid of perfectionism and enjoy lasting satisfaction in your relationships. Thank you.
Wow. So, okay, Pravina, what's your take on this?
Yeah, as I said, reading the caption of the chapter, that this is for me because I am perfectionist. Uh, I think because I want things in their proper place. I want to behave in a people in a proper manner. I want to do things in a certain way, follow the steps, follow the theory, and I want to make sure that the results are there which are expected. So मुझे सब चीजें जगह पर चाहिए, प्रॉपर ऑर्डर में चाहिए, प्रॉपर वे में होना चाहिए, and actually this is creating very much anxiety because it is not possible to follow the perfection this practice. It is creating very much stress about the expectation, about the process, about what is we are doing. We become very alert, and जो सोचा है वो उस हिसाब से नहीं होता है तो फिर बहुत गुस्सा आता है, बहुत दुख होता है, and so over the period, I let them go. Like doing the practitioners course or master practitioners, मुझे ये पूरे लेक्चर्स देखने ही है, मुझे पूरे प्रैक्टिसेस करने ही है, मुझे पूरे चैप्टर्स पढ़ने ही है, एवरी स्टेप आई शुड अंडरस्टैंड, एवरी स्टेप आई शुड फॉलो. तो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू डू इट एवरी टाइम. तो ठीक है, I then decided, okay, I missed 1 or 2 lectures, or I'm not able to complete it, but I will not wait to wait to see that lectures or to complete that chapters before completing my assignment, because life is journey. You can do that anytime, but you don't miss the opportunity to complete the assignment and get the certification. Uh, to understand these things, I almost lost 6 months, but in next batch, I completed that. Even being perfectionist, I expect perfect results from the people. Like in relationship, my spouse should behave in this way. He should do things in this way. He should talk in this way. Even kids should do these things. I expect, क्योंकि we know these are steps. ऐसे हुआ तो ऐसे होगा, ऐसे हुआ तो ऐसे होगा, ऐसे नहीं हुआ तो ऐसे होगा. We have our perception, and we want to enforce that that theory or that part in other persons who got in contact with us, and that impact relationship, because ये तो हमेशा मतलब लेक्चर ही देती है, नहीं तो ऐसे ही करना होता है, ऐसे ही करना होता है. They don't feel safe, not safe, they don't feel free in your contact or in your company. So this is a very good habit which I developed or I'm practicing over the years, and it gives good result. And the purpose of the life is not being perfect. The purpose of the life is being happy. And you have to choose the journey, or you have to choose the way you are traveling, or you have to choose the destination, because many times we are in hurry to reach the destination and lost enjoying the journey. So yeah, this habit makes to enjoy the ups and downs of the life, enjoy the journey. Thank you.
Wow, this is so authentic. Fantastic, Praveen. Yes, Shweta.
Hello, hi, good morning. Actually, even I understood when I was trying to perfection in doing some things. Uh, then I understand my own relationship with myself is not so happy. Um, and anyways, as it's shared in a book also, it will not create a good relationship with others. That will always be sure. And so I started accepting whatever it is, accepting myself the way I am and the way I am not. That is the place from where I started looking at, and that has brought change in multiple aspects where I work on myself or what I do. That also I saw much more productivity from my end rather than focusing on my flaws. It helped me to be more productive, I can say. Yeah, that is one thing which I observed. And I want to share across, like last week in the last conversation you shared, instead of telling have a great day, make a great day. That itself was so like I can say there is a good zeal of energy. So when I started telling that to people, people also were very happy. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yes, who would like to add to this, Sumedha ma'am?
Yeah, I had been working on this for a very long time. So partly I was also, like, ये सही होना चाहिए. But then one day I realized कि ये सही नहीं है. मैं ही ये बात पे सही नहीं हूँ. And I started in leaving that thoughts. And that the working in a proper way has become a part of the life, and it has come automatically. And now, each and everything I enjoy. अभी मैंने आप ये पढ़ा या नहीं पढ़ा, पर मैं मॉर्निंग का ये जो सेशन है, आई एम लिटरली एंजॉइंग वेदर आई एम पार्टिसिपेटिंग और नॉट. आई एम नॉट थिंकिंग दैट वे कि मुझे ये आता नहीं है या मैंने ये आंसर नहीं दिया. आई एम लिसनिंग टू गुड पीपल and I'm really enjoying myself, and I've stopped bothering about being perfection. I see that, like how much people suffer from that, but I'm happy go lucky now and I enjoy that. I've and being the things in a proper way, it just comes automatically now. I don't have to work hard for that.
Fantastic. Yes, Mangala ma'am, your inputs. Excuse. Okay, Rajkumar sir. Yes, others, Ankita, Alpana, your take on this? Vasu? Yeah.
Actually, hello everyone again, once again. I was like that, perfectionist. मुझे सब कुछ perfect चाहिए. लेकिन मैंने देखा उसका बहुत सारा negative aspects भी है, which gives me also trouble and it troubles others also. तो जो मुझे trouble कर रहा है, मतलब if others are feeling troubled by my expectation, then why should I create unhappiness in me by disturbing others, isn't it? तो उससे अच्छा है कि उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा करके छोड़ो, छोड़ते छोड़ते अभी बहुत हद तक छोड़ दिया है, लेकिन स्टिल आई आई नीड टू प्रैक्टिस मोर, बिकॉज वो आदत जाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, बिकॉज योर बेसिक कैरेक्टर, इट टेक्स टाइम टू गो. सो स्टिल ट्राइंग एंड कीपिंग इन माइंड कि मैं अकेले इसमें सफर नहीं करती हूँ, मेरे साथ साथ जो रहते हैं वो भी सफर करते हैं मेरे परफेक्शनिज्म में. So thank you. Had a wonderful sharing, like by everyone. Wonderful sharing. Thank
Alpana, how long you want to wait for that?
How long?
You want to wait for that? How long you want to wait to change this? You said it's very difficult, right? It is something that you're practicing for so many years, so it's very difficult to change that habit. How long you want to
I
take?
mean, I have not been practicing it for long.
So the question is, how long you want to take to change it? Assume today is the last day of your life. How long you want to wait to change that? How long you want to continue with this
Ram,
excuse
oh
that
Sri Ram,
how long you want to continue with this excuse that
oh Ram.
I'm following this habit, I'm this way for such a long time, it's very difficult to change it, I'm still doing it, I'm practicing it. How long you want to practice to change it? Had today been the last day of your life, how long you
I'm
want to wait for
sorry.
that?
I'm sorry. I got disconnected in between. I could not
Okay.
hear you, sir.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
Okay.
you.
In fact, this question is for everyone. Like, there are many habits that you are practicing for a long time, you don't even know. And those habits are not taking you where you want to go. And you have all your excuses. Even I also have. I'm not different from you guys. That I'm practicing, I'm having this kind of habit for such a long time. I'm practicing for such a long time. It's very difficult to change it right now. Now, today being the last day of your life, imagine how long you want to wait to change that habit.
Okay. Maybe today will be the last day, the
Yeah.
last day of the practice. Yeah, true.
So if today being the last day of your life, how long you want to
Yeah.
wait to change that habit?
This moment itself, I give it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And just give it up. That is the only way to do it. That is the only way.
yeah, true.
Yeah. Why wait for some more years, some more days to make it happen?
Some more days. Yeah, right. You are. Why not
Mhm.
stop it now, right at
Yeah,
this moment? Yep.
absolutely. Why not leave
Thank
it
you.
now? It's not stopping about, it's about living it. Leave,
Living this right.
and then
Right.
live. Leave it.
Right.
You can at least leave it for a day, right? I'm not talking about leave it for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And if today being the last day of your life, let me leave it for one day. कल का कल देखेंगे. आज का छोड़ देते हैं. Today I will not being perfectionist.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for one more, perspective, showing me another perspective. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Brilliant.
was during the Vinayak Chaturthi Ganpati that happens. So there is a great speaker in Telugu called as Garkapati Narsimha Rao. So he was telling that the best example of imperfection is Lord Ganesha. तो जो हमारे गणपति जी है, इफ यू जस्ट इमेजिन ए पर्सन कि उनका नाक इतना बड़ा है, तोंद इतनी मोटी है, एक दांत टूटा हुआ है, और जिनको एक सांप से अपने पेट में कुछ मिला नहीं है तो सांप को बांध के रखे है. Just put it in a bit a different manner. So he says that what we offer to God is also a lot of incomplete things. So there is a palaveli that is tied. So those in Maharashtra will also realize that uh, that time what fruits we get, they are all incomplete. They are still in the uh, art of getting done. So खवट जो मिलता है उस टाइम पे, lot of Marathi people are here, so they will understand what खवट is. And बेल जो मिलता है उस टाइम पे, they are all half ripe fruits. So he accepts it as a service from us and he takes it from us. And we start things with him. And that's when more and more things are imperfect. So when I want to start something, it's natural that things will be imperfect. So it's necessary that I call people, because Ganpati has such has given me a lot of what you call lot of learning. That's when I realized that just a common announcement won't do good for anyone. Many people like to be called personally, so that's one habit that I took from that. That if I want things to be perfect and I put a message that so and so time, so and so date, the meeting is there, you have to come. Then if the world was perfect and if I was perfect, then everyone would have reached there on time. But then again, life is not like that. People are not perfect and I am not perfect. So what do I want from life? Do I want that program to be success? Do I want my Ganpati Pandal to be different and better than others, that people want to come here? Or it's just some other Pandal? Yes, it's beyond Bhakti and Shakti. The Sarvajanik Ganpati is always a addition to what it is. That's what Tilak meant for. He wanted people to gather. So you just put a message and tell that the aarti is at this time, people have to come. So I see that there were only 20-25 persons. So my secretary used to tell me, हर तुम राइट साइड के 12 घर है उनको तुम बोल के आओ, लेफ्ट में तुम जाके बोल के आओ, सामने के घरों में तुम जाके बोल के आओ कि 12 बजे आज आरती होने वाली है. फिर आरती शुरू होने के पहले अगर भीड़ नहीं दिख रही है तो फिर से बोलते थे और एक बार जाके बोलो आरती शुरू हो रही है. So at that age I used to say, अरे सबको तो बुला दिया ना भैया, क्यों इतनी बार बोलते यार ना, जिनको आना है उन्होंने आते, नहीं आने तो नहीं आते, तुम कहीं को इतने बार भेज रहे. So that were the exact words we used to say, but at that time. But as I grew up in life, my boss, Mr. Krishnamohan, also used to say the same thing, that mail you have sent, they thought that it is there, and still people did not respond. Then it's not perfect. Life is not perfect. There may be a paper break and production is out for some paper machine guy. He will never come into that. Someone has taken a leave, suddenly his son's leg got fractured. He won't come to your meeting because it's a ISO 9000 internal audit. It doesn't make a difference to him when his son is having a fracture in his leg. But how do you know? Then you need to connect. He will not have that patience or thought कि मैं वासु को बताऊं कि मेरे बेटे का फ्रैक्चर हुआ है तो मैं मीटिंग में नहीं आऊंगा. He would have definitely informed his boss because that is where it matters. So it would have been his boss' prerogative to send someone else. But his boss might have also forgotten that there is a meeting today. So you call him, you ask him whether, then he will tell you, अरे अरे मैं भूल ही गया यार, मेरे बेटे को एक्सीडेंट हो गया था, तो इसके चलते मैं नहीं आया, मैं किसी को भेज देता हूँ और मैं बोल दूंगा बॉस को, किसी को भेज देंगे. So that got me realize. So you see so many messages from me, repeated messages telling you this is to be done, this is to be done, sometimes on a personal level also. So that's how I got shaped, and I always look into, whenever I feel that ये perfect नहीं हो रहा है, then I go back to Lord Ganesha and say, देखो इतने बड़े नाक वाले कैसे मुस्कुराते रहते हैं, और उनका हाथ हमेशा देते हुए देता है. One hand is always giving you a lot of आशीर्वाद और अभय हस्त जिसको बोलते हैं. So that's how I look into imperfectionism. I love imperfectionism actually because making is always imperfect, and जैसे बोलते हैं मंजिल से बेहतर है रास्ते. So I love the journey more than the destination. Once the destination is reached, it's over. अभी ये किताब जो हम पढ़ रहे हैं साथ में, हम शायद आप लोगों ने 2 महीने या 3 महीने मिलके पढ़ा होगा. जिस स्पीड से आप जा रहे हो, मेरे को लग रहा है इसको तो it would have taken at least 5 months. So now tomorrow this book will be over, and the new book may not touch your labyrinth the way this one has done, and you may not connect. So it's over. So I am seeing journey is getting to the end. Then each chapter is discussed thoroughly in detail, because somewhere the perfection of destination की book complete हो गया is coming upon, और इसके बाद chapter will do. So that's how I look at this particular chapter. I like this. I am built like that.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Vasu, for sharing. Yes, Shweta, you wanted to add something? Shweta, you raised your hand. Would you like to add
I
something?
want to read.
Oh, you want to read this? Okay, okay. Let's come back. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Solve your problems right away. Did you ever notice that some people spend more time and energy avoiding and dancing around their problems, blaming others for them than trying to solve them? Did you notice that it's not a lot of fun to be around people who always have problems, and even worse, just talk about those and don't make the slightest attempt to solve them? Well, I have something better for you. To make sure you don't become one of these people, solve your problems right away. Face them right now. Start working on solutions now. Dancing around them or running away from them makes no sense because they will come after you. They will pursue you. If you don't solve them, they will repeat themselves over and over again until you learn something and are ready to move on. Or even worse, if you don't solve them, they will become even bigger and one day blow up right in your face. If you don't solve our problems, life usually finds its way, and it's usually worse than dealing with it in first place. Think accident, illness, lawsuit, etc. Did you ever notice that you may continue to encounter the same set of problems until you stop and solve the recurring problems? For example, in multiple romantic relationships, not taking responsibility or trying to postpone your problems is a giant waste of energy. The only thing it does is increase your levels of anxiety and give you sleepless nights, really feeling bad. Believe me, once you go against all your imagined fears and confront and solve the problem, you will feel much better and find out that it was a lot less painful to face the problem and solve it than the whole process of dancing around it. If you see your problems as challenges, learning opportunities, opportunities for growth, or even blessings, it might be even easier for you to deal with them and solve them right away. Life is facing one problem after another. The difference is how you face those problems, how you deal with them, and what you learn from them. Looking back at the problems you had in your life, didn't each one of them have something positive? Maybe a loss in business saved you from an even more significant loss because you learned from it. In real hard times, it can be very beneficial for you to adopt the belief that life or God or the universe only puts a problem in your way if you are able to solve it. Solve your problems right away and enjoy much better relationships. Yes. So in this, I like started observing that instead of telling any problem, started telling this is the challenge, and also it's like we have that opportunity to know and how we can go against that challenge and how we can grow better. That's why this challenge has come to us. So that is how uh, I started looking. It's not like I was there already like that. It's still much more way to go. So that is one thing which I started implementing, I can say. And also, I observed when we don't want to do anything, that is where we'll run away. And I mean, it is that I observed in myself. I will try to procrastinate more, and I will not even come to see how I have to solve it. So that also I understood that is a pattern which it is, and I am trying to break that chain also. Yeah, thank you so much.
I'd like to share one example. Once I was heading a small institution during a short period of time. And then, everybody in the organization would just come up with problems to me. So every day it used to be just a long list of problems which I had to solve. So one fine day I told them, I said, see, I'm not here to solve all the problems. An organization runs or an institute runs, it's a group activity, a teamwork. So you can share your problems with me, but also understand that every lock has a key. So when you come up with a problem, also come up with a solution. Suggest how you are going to solve it. The problems, yes, we need to share because we need to improve the organization. So share your problems with solutions, not just problems for me to do solve them. So this is the way I think we should all be. That solve your problem, come up with problems, but also come up with solutions how to deal with those problems.
Yeah,
Thank you.
so true. Yes, so would like to add to this. This is the last chapter of the book, and then we'll go ahead with the conclusion. So, yeah, Sumedha ma'am, Pravina. Quickly, quickly, be proactive.
Yeah, that is true. You have problems in your life, but then we magnify the problems. We always, if you go carefully, there is always solution in the last two, three lines. But we just look at the magnified problems. We don't look at the solution. If you read or listen to it carefully, you will find the solution also. Maybe sometime it takes little long, but then you do get that will also pass. If the problems are there, solution will come and every situation will pass.
Yeah. Others? Yeah. Manish.
Yeah, good morning all. See, whenever I find any challenge or problem, I just remember that one quote from Henry Ford. He says, "If you believe you can do it, or if you believe you cannot do it, either way you're right." So the point is that how what we believe with our thoughts and with our confidence and our commitment, we make assumption out of it that yes, I can do it or I cannot do it. So what I do is I just follow Henry Ford that yes, if the problem comes, it's just like that every lock has a key. It's that whether you believe it or not, right? So if I believe that yes, every lock has a key, then every problem has a solution also. Or and I just what I do is I just take pen and paper, my diary, and just start writing the solution. Okay, let me do at least 1% of the solution to start with. I don't focus on solving the problem right away. If I like the entire problem right away, I don't. I just do. I just write down what is best I can do right away. Okay, then what I do is I just I just visualize that yes, I have solved the problem. Okay, I do this exercise every day. That I'm living the life that I want to. I'm having everything that I want to have, right? So what that happens is it changes my belief system. It changes my thought process. And when I start writing everything that I find difficult or something, when I start writing the problem, the just like the obstacle become the way. When you have committed yourself, yes, yeah, I believe that I can solve it. Then your thought process, how you think, who you talk to, you read a book, or you talk to a good friend, or you talk to somebody who is more successful than you. You start connecting the dots. So, and nothing happens immediately. It takes time. Every exercise, every it is also a kind of a habit or a skill, you can say. So it takes time, and I have to be persistent with that, be confident, and do it every single day. And I think that, and focus on small actions and small solutions initially. Like if I cannot do, let's say if I cannot read 50 pages every day, let me read 5 pages. Okay, so if I can do that consistently, then I will make myself read more pages down the line. So that happens with every challenge also. So the point is that you have to just you have to commit to yourself. Yes, you will do it, whatever it takes, right? You have to tell yourself. And then it's just like when you have that commitment of making of doing that activity, you will attract so many things. You will attract some ideas, some people. You will you start having that belief that yes, if you are so committed to do it, then things will fall in place. Maybe it will take some time. So I think this helps a lot. And you know and if I look at if we look at our past life also, see, we have made so much assumption कि अरे यार ये हो जाएगा वो हो जाएगा, हुआ कुछ नहीं है. We are still there, right? So it is a great proof that the problems are just a cloud in the sky. They can't stay for ever, or they can't stay for long. It's just that we have to be consistent and we have to be willing. And I think if we can do that every single time, I think we can make a lot of progress in whatever problems or challenges we might face. I think that works for me. So I think that's what I love to do. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Lovely, lovely, beautifully summarized, Manish. And it also touches the real life, real time situations as well. Fantastic. Yes. Vasu, you want to add to this?
Yeah, I have a lot to add, but let me keep it to 1 minute. So, uh, in the setup where there are a lot of problems happening, and I tell my team, let us go to the problem and solve it. And going towards the problem helps to identify from where what we call in the engineering part is root cause of the problem. Stay there, look at it, allow the criminal to repeat the crime. That's what how I one of my teammate used to say. So अगर पेपर बार बार ब्रेक हो रहा है तो क्यों ब्रेक हो रहा है, उसको और एक बार मौका दो. और we keep your eyes and keep our eyes and ears open, listen to sound, hear what the machine is trying to tell us or what people are trying to tell us. Many a times it has happened in my life that just going to that particular person or the machine which is giving problem, listening to it solves 50% of the problems. So बहुत ज्यादा बकवास करने वाला जो आदमी होता है, बहुत बात करता है, तो मैं उनको बोलता अच्छा अच्छा बहुत चीजें बोल रहे हैं, आपके बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम है, आप मुझे आके एक बार ऑफिस में मिलिए, जब मैं ऑफिस में आराम से बैठा हूँ तब आ जाना. So for a long time he comes, he tries to come in, then I tell him हाँ हाँ 5 मिनट में मैं एक इम्पोर्टेंट कॉल बात कर रहा हूँ, 5 मिनट के बाद आना. So I ask that person to wait for 2-3 minutes, look into his patients and then welcome in. Then he starts telling his problem. So for a minute or two, once he tells the problem, then I say, okay, मुझे तो इसका solution पता नहीं है. I may know the solution, but I just say, what is your solution? What do you want to do? And think it from my seat and tell whether I can do it. Once he tells that solution, which is not acceptable or not the right solution to that, then I ask him that, okay, this is from that side. Now come this side, sit on my place, and then tell me what is the solution to this problem. Many times problems get solved just by listening. Then he says, नहीं सर ये ऐसे नहीं कर सकते. अच्छा ठीक है, फिर अब बोलो क्या करोगे. So that's how I have been solving certain problems. And I believe every problem solution may not come immediately. Some problems need attention, some problem needs time, some problem needs spending. So बहुत बार ऐसा होता है पैर में दर्द है या पेट में दर्द है और हम 2-3 दिन अपना घर का दवाई कर लिए, कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, बस हॉस्पिटल में जाके डॉक्टर से बात कर लो, डॉक्टर ने 4 चीजें सुन लिए, फिर उन्होंने कुछ लिख दिया और पहली गोली के बाद ही आप ठीक हो जाते हो. मतलब मेरे को होता है, मैं तो ठीक हो जाता हूँ पहली गोली में, एक रात में सोने में. सो कुछ कुछ प्रॉब्लम के खर्चा होता है तो खर्चा कर देना चाहिए और बाहर निकलना चाहिए.
Absolutely awesome. Okay, so like the common phrase says that every lock has a key. So I also have a common phrase. Is every key has a lock. So if you really want to build uh, an enterprise, अगर कोई नया business आप शुरू करना चाहते हैं, find the lock. You already have the key. Find where things are not working. You apply that key. If it works, you got it. So that's what I do as a coach. So I have all the keys. I only look for the locks, where the locks are. I just apply the key and it works. So one of the key is a word called situation. So when you apply that key, the problem vanishes. That's what they do in defense. That's what they do in security services. They never talk about the problem. Problem is your definition of the situation or your interpretation of the situation. So the control room always asks the question, tell me the ground situation. हो क्या रहा है बताओ. Sometimes to clarify they even ask, आपको ऐसा लग रहा है या एक्चुअली ऐसा ही हो रहा है, आपको ऐसा लग रहा है ऐसा या एक्चुअली यही दिख रहा है. Okay, so you have to be very clear about that. So use this key, the key called situation. If there is a situation, doesn't need a solution. It only needs the action that needs to be taken. That's it. So apply it. If you don't find it interesting, just apply it a few more times, and you will be surprised that you have a master key called situation, which can eliminate all problems called all locks called problem. Okay, just give it a shot. All right, so let's come to the last chapter, the conclusion. In fact, there is another chapter also, which is a half-page solution. So let me read it. So, dear friend, you have come to the end of this little book. It is actually a little book. It just fits your palm. It has been a true pleasure to make the beginning of your journey together with you. Yet, this is only the beginning. I sincerely hope you had as much fun reading this little book as I had writing. But by now, you know, reading it is not enough to take your relationships to the next level. The knowledge of these little tricks and techniques alone won't serve you to improve your relationships with people and influence them. It's the application of this knowledge that will take your personal and professional relationships to the next level. You have many valuable tools in your toolbox now. It's up to you to use them. If you want a better life, more happiness, more success, and better relationships with friends, colleagues, partners, and family, start applying this knowledge from today onwards. Put it into practice in your everyday life. You don't have to do everything at once. Start small. Choose the proposals you like best and start practicing them in your daily life. By now, you know that some small changes can build up to something huge over time, just like compound interest. These are proven and time tested methods. They work. The problem is that generally only a small percentage of people apply them. Become part of this group. Become a doer. It will be worth it. Your attitude will be crucial. Keep a positive mindset, even when things don't go that well. Remember, sometimes when we are working towards a goal, we get tested. When I was writing this book about how to influence people and have significant relationships, I got into more strange situations with people than ever before. I'm convinced these were tests so that I can apply the learned characteristics right away. The same might happen to you. Be prepared to apply what you have learned. If you have any feedback or questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. My email is mark@markreclu.com. I answer every email, so please do drop me a line if there is anything you would like to ask or if you have any suggestions for improvement. I wish you all the success in the world with people. Go and take your life to the next level. All the best, Mark. And one last thing, I would like somebody to read this.
Can I read it?
Yes, ma'am, please.
One last thing. If you have been inspired by my book and want to help others to reach their goals and improve their lives, here are some action steps you can take immediately to make a positive difference. Gift my book to a friend, family, colleague, and even stranger so that they can also learn that they can reach their goals and live great lives. Please share your thoughts about this book on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, or write a book review. It helps other people to find my books. If you own a business, or if you are a manager, or even if you are not, gift some copies to your team or employees and improve the productivity of your company. Contact me at markandmark uh, .com.
Wow. So the lock is who will read my book. The key is tell them to gift it to others. Good. So let's have some concluding discussions. So who would like to go?
Yeah, I
One
will
thing that,
start.
yes,
Okay.
please, Vasuji, go ahead.
Yeah. So I haven't read the book in full. So this will be one book that I will be reading. Maybe 5 pages, 6 pages a day or something of that sort. Try to apply what I can and then look into others where I can look in for in future. So it's interesting. I may write to Mark Reclo also.
Please do. Requesting everybody to write to Mark Reclue and invite him to be our guest on next Sunday morning session.
Yes, we will do that.
Yeah, let's do that. I have written to him. He's yet to respond, though he has written in the book that he responds to every mail, but he's yet to respond to my mails. I have sent about 10, 11 mails to him so far. But I'm hopeful. Like, probably he is getting hundreds of mails every day. Naturally, he's not replying to them. But one day, you'll notice my mail, I'm sure. Yes, Sumita ma'am, please go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that the basic thing is that start with small. तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं, छोटा छोड़ के बहुत सारी चीजों को पकड़ने की कोशिश करते हैं, and then we lose the thread. Start with the small thing, and that's what Ikigai also says. And then that's what we have learned from childhood: small steps, small steps. और जो बच्चा बड़े steps लेने शुरू करेगा, जल्दी जल्दी गिरेगा. That is something very beautiful. I mean, we knew it, but it's again a reminder. That's very nice.
Absolutely, ma'am. And I share it with, I can connect it with a wonderful metaphor. Like आपकी जिंदगी जितनी सांसें आप इकट्ठे नहीं ले सकते. You have to take
बिल्कुल
only one
बिल्कुल.
at a time. है ना? तो ऐसा ही है. हर चीज में अगर आपको सक्सेस लेना है, तरीका एक ही है. One at a time. One at a time. जैसे सांसें चलती रही है, वैसे ही आप किसी भी चीज को हासिल करने के लिए तरीका वही है. एक ही तरीका है. You cannot take all the breaths of your life in a single shot.
I want to say something on this. See, the best way to learn is to learn from nature. कहते हैं ना कि the nature moves so slowly. It looks that it is moving so slowly. Like the tree is growing very slowly, and the other so many things, right? But you know how far they go. You know, the sun looks very, it is still there. It is the moon looks, it is still, but is, you know, how much distance they are covering over a period of time, right? So, and rightly said that, you know, the big journey lies in taking small steps, but taking it consistently without a second thought. The best way to learn is from the wall clock. See, it doesn't think of not taking action. It knows what it needs to do, and it's just doing it. The same way I think we should do it in life. Once we decide this is my direction of life, I should I should focus on thinking much कि भाई क्या होगा नहीं होगा. I have to just start taking actions, because if we look out at our past life also, see, we have missed so many opportunities. We have missed so many you know uh, opportunities to do so many great things, whether it is investments or whether, you know, spending time with friend, family, and so many other things. See, but we kept on thinking कि ये करूं या वो करूं. See, we have so many options to do so many things, but we we focus on too much on thinking and too less on acting actually. So the best thing is I think the best way to live a purposeful life is, and a simple and satisfied life is to start writing. Have your own diary. Start writing what I need to do in my entire life, what I need to do next 5 years, 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, next 2 days, today. So just, you know, break down your larger goals into smaller goals, and just keep life very simple. You know, in so many books we have learned that, you know, life is like a dance. It's a party. We are supposed to live very simple and very happy. But based on you can say our how we have been brought up through education or whatever you can say, and you know, we focus too much on what we don't have, and we don't focus on what we already have. And we focus on if we already have, see, we have so much that we can enjoy with that what we already have,
Mm.
right? So I think with all these you know, thoughts that I just shared, I think we should write our roadmap of life in our diary in a very simple way. कि आज मुझे ये करना है, कल मुझे ये करना है, परसों ये करना है. And don't don't depend on people. People not give you much. They will only give you their experience, right? But we have to use that experience. It's just like, you know, nobody can eat for you. You have to eat your own food. You have to drink your own water. You have to take your own breath. See, I used to focus too much on friends and other things. कि भाई वो हुआ तो ऐसे करेंगे. If I have to do something, then I need to have a big team. I need to have so many people. But I was wrong. If I can start with some great idea, then people will follow automatically. They don't follow my advice. They will just follow my actions, my results. So, I think for me, I think if our direction of life is clear, most of the problems are solved, and it will
Absolutely.
keep it simple. And one more important thing, what I want to highlight is we spend too much. Like I'm sharing, I'm telling for myself actually that I spend too much time on thinking sometimes कि भाई ये कैसे करूँ वो कैसे करूँ. Try to do more and more and more. तो उतना more and more लाइफ में नहीं चाहिए होता. ठीक है. If you just keep it simple and just keep doing what you need to do. What is right for you. Everything will fall in place down the line. And everything is not meant for you. So don't expect to score on every ball, right? So you have to just play for long and you will enjoy your game. That's it. So I think we have to keep our philosophy of life very simple. Just decide what you want to do, be happy with that, be passionate about it, and do it every single day. And this is how, and sometimes, when things are not working, I just listen to my heart, what my heart is saying, whether I should keep doing it or not. My heart will always say what is right for me. So I just follow my heart and just believe in yourself, believe in God. And I think overall it will make a good way for our life. I think, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, wonderfully expressed. Thank you, sir, Manish, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Good. Yeah. Others, please. Your contribution.
Yeah, I resonate with Manishi. And one thing I realized that it's all your frequency. At what frequency you are vibrating, the things fall place in that frequency only. The people, the things, the situations, even the YouTube videos, the books. You are vibrating at what frequency, all these things of that frequency get connected to you. So getting the result you required, you have to vibrate at that frequency. And this is what I realized, and I'm trying to, I'm practicing that, and lots more things to learn in that. But yeah, and regarding solving the problems, there are many ways to solve a single problems. So for solving any problem, I just think whatever way possible, whatever resources I have available to me. Like I think I have shared this in one of the meetings that my daughter booked the ticket, and as she has not returned the last name, the what is the I don't know, by the mechanism of the booking agency, it is written as FNU Ria, first name unknown Ria. Ria is written in the last name place, and uh, she when inquired with the airlines, it said your name should be as per your Aadhaar card, and you will not be allowed to board. I said I shared this experience. Now the result have came. I have tweeted on the X that it is the problem, and it is not her fault. She is booking the flight for first time. It is her first flight, and it is not a good experience for her. And there should be some why should she is like there should be some mechanism that it is not accepted in the system itself. And 2 days before I get the tweet that we are agreeing with you, she called right after the flight that this mistake has happened, and we ourselves should tell that yes, you are not able to board and you can cancel the ticket and you will get the full refund. So it is mistake on our part also that we have not informed, and we will reimburse your flight amount. So and one they are not replying on the mail. So I asked the ChatGPT what should I do, and it suggested me that you write on the X and it will give you the result faster. And it happened with within tweeting I get the answer within hours, and on mail I'm not getting the answer for days. So this is the conclusion. They accepted, and now they are refunding amount. Though I have to cost 2,500 more for the same ticket because the days are passed in doing all the things. But yeah, I'm happy that the result is come, and I'm happy that my daughter, this way I can teach my daughter that you have to keep the patience. Things fall in the place, but don't irritate nahi hona hai and anxious nahi hona hai. There is procedure. You have to procedure. You have to keep the patience, and things fall in the place. Yeah, thank you. And the other thing that
Wonderful.
many times so मेरे फ्लश टैंक का प्रॉब्लम हो गया था वॉशरूम में ऑफिस में. I have called 4 5 plumbers. No one is, someone is not responding. Someone said we are busy, we don't care. And then I tried all my resources, tell the people whom I know that if there is anyone, please send. And just I leave the thought कि ओके इट विल हो जाएगा, इसमें इतना टेंशन नहीं, क्या जरूरत है. आई जस्ट डे आफ्टर दैट डे when I'm passing going from the office, I saw a man with the bag, some of the tools. I don't know what came in my mind. I just asked, are you plumber? And he said yes. He came to do some repairing work in nearby building. So I told him, I have some problem, can you fix it that? So he told me that yes, I can do that, but not today. I will come tomorrow. Today I have to do some work here, urgent basis. Okay, I took his number, and day after tomorrow, when I called him, he said yes, I will come in the evening, and he came and he fixed the problem. So many times it is not your anxiety or मुझे solve करना ही है anyway, may not work. You have to just uh, leave it to the universe. Give the हाँ ये हो जाएगा. You have to have trust. Something will work out, and it works out. This is my experience for many things. Thank you.
Wow, fantastic.
Yes.
Ankita, you wanted to share something? Okay, Shweta.
So I just want to tell one thing. I become with whom I associated with. So that I'm experiencing. We
Brilliant.
become
Wow.
the 5 people we think we are associate.
So what do you mean by that when you say that?
So I never read any book so deeply like this one. So when I'm practicing, like we have started at recently. So how to do it, I was not knowing, but I'm practicing it and I'm getting the essence of it when I'm doing it with in the community. So in one of the lesson he said you become what with 5 people you associated with. So that I agreed to it. That is
Oh, wow. And
thank
what
you.
difference did it make to you?
So that helped me to become an help me becoming an extrovert person. So I'm becoming better version of myself past 2 weeks or past 2 months, and I have developed my common sense, which was underdeveloped. Now it is in developing stage, and I'm definitely going to improvise on that. That confidence has come in me after reading the chapters of this book.
Amazing. Yeah,
Self confidence, my self esteem is improved. And thank you, Manish sir. Actually, I literally noted down your points with the way you're telling. Every time I do it, but every time I get a new perspective when Manish sir will tell about passion one at a time and all. So today, once again, I thank you, Manish sir, for sharing your thoughts.
Yeah.
I have noted it and I'm practicing it.
Yeah, I'd like to say that the greatest wealth is having a healthy body, a peaceful mind, and the right people in your life. So this is what sums up what they're trying to tell us. Of course, good relations are always there, but right people in your life means that. Thank you, sir.
absolutely. Okay, yeah. Shweta, Sumita, and finally Vasu.
मैंने तो पहले ही एक्सप्रेस किया है कि लाइक स्मॉल से शुरू करना, बट लाइक एक एक डॉट बनाते ही लाइन बन जाती है ना। और जहां से आप डॉट शुरू करते हैं वहीं से लाइन बन जाती है। तो लाइफ में ऐसे ही अपने सब अच्छे लोगों के साथ अपने डॉट्स कलेक्ट करते रहें हम सब मिलके, और अपना आगे का जो भी है उसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट लाते रहें। इट्स ऑलवेज गुड टू हैव अ गुड पीपल। आप हैं, अभी अंकिता ने बहुत अच्छी बातें कही, वासु जी तो हमेशा अच्छा कहते हैं, मनीष जी भी बहुत अच्छा बोलते हैं, सुनने को भी अच्छा लगता है। और बहुत अच्छा, ये एकदम ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत अच्छा समय बीत रहा है, विच इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन योर लाइफ। इतनी अच्छी दिन की शुरुआत हो तो और क्या चाहिए, बाकी तो
Yes,
आगे अच्छा होगा ही। एंड आई विश my best wishes to all of us. Lots and lots of love and compassion to all the participants. Everybody is unique in their way. Very nice. Thank you so much, Pinaki. आपकी वजह से मैंने ये ग्रुप स्टार्ट किया, अदरवाइज जितने भी आते हैं आई फील दिस इज टू मच टू गो नाउ विद माय एज। अभी फ्राइडे का और ये मॉर्निंग संडे मॉर्निंग का आई एम वेरी हैप्पी विद इट। आई कैन कोप अप विद दिस विद ऑल माय वर्क अराउंड। थैंक यू सो मच एवरीबडी।
brilliant.
हम दिल
One
से
thing I want to
सबको।
add.
हाँ जी।
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. I'll say after you. Yeah.
मैंने कहा मैं सबको अपने तहे दिल से ना धन्यवाद कहती हूँ एंड अप्रिशिएट करती हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच अगेन।
Same here, ma'am. Same here. See, what I want to share 1 minute is that I focus whenever I want to connect with people, the people I know, the people I want to know. I always do with the with the mind of love and compassion, because it is when we have to connect with people, like how I talk to him, the person, and how, like, if I show that love and compassion in my conversation, the people get connected very easily and more effectively, because that's how you connect with people in some kind of emotion, that yes, you care for that person, you're willing to listen to that person, and you care about what the person is saying, his or her opinion. So that is the best way to connect with people. And from a spiritual point of view, and like when I deal with people with love and compassion in every act of life, I think that's the best service to God also, one way I believe, and that keeps me more enthusiastic and motivated. And I feel that this is the best way to connect with people, because if you have to go far, you have to get connected with the right people also. Yeah, thank you.
In
Yeah,
altogether different situation and circumstance, I'd just like to say when we was very small in school, we used to make lots of mistakes and not use our brains to do a good job. So my teacher would always say, common sense is very uncommon in this class. That was a way of bringing us back to reality. So I'm sharing that light moment. No, no disrespect to anybody. We all are grown-ups. We are matured. We have common sense. But I was just reminded of that sentence, and he would repeat it almost every 2 days. Common sense is very uncommon, which made us rethink what we are. So it was his way. Okay, thank you.
absolutely. Yes, Shweta, your inputs, and finally was.
Yes. So, as everyone are sharing, it's really a unique group. It's not only when we read on our own, it's only our thoughts and perceptions come into play when we are doing this as a group. I understand we are able to see from others' perceptions and how it is going to add value to ours. Maybe sometimes, even though we read the same sentence, we will not be able to get the sense of things what we are hearing from others. So I am really grateful for this group. Though I initially started with a doubt, I am joining late, but after joining this group, I am thinking showing up is important rather than, of course, time matters, but showing up is the first thing as a first step, I can say. So yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and I really enjoyed this book. Thank you.
One. Yes, over to Vasu.
Yeah, I have taken up the assignment to read the book and apply the thoughts become a people magnet, and the first chumbak se jo आना है, that would be Mark Reclaw himself. I will apply the learning, put a mail to him, and I will bring him here. And one of the line that I would be saying, if I haven't learned to be a magnet to you, then I don't know whether the book has done its work or not. So this is what I have just composed myself for. So yes, yeah, well, the guest in FELD session would be sometime Mark Reclo. We will have to adjust to his time because he is not in India, I guess. So, but we will have one day we will have Mark Reclo in our session.
Absolutely. All right. So thank you so much, my dear lovely angels.
And just we can continue for one more week. Pick up any 5 chapters which have made a what you call impression upon me or you, and then we can discuss those 5 how I want to apply it in my life or how I have started applying it in my life out of
Brilliant.
these 62.
Brilliant. That's a great idea. Fantastic. Okay. So wonderful. And so one last message for all of you: make your life amazing no matter whatever it takes.
Yeah, I'm curious which book we are reading from next Sunday.
Next Sunday, we will be discussing what Vasu just said, that you just pick up 5 chapters from the book, which you really found interesting for yourself, apply them and share your experiences in the coming session, in the next Sunday session. I'll pick up wonderful book after that. There are many books already in queue.
Okay.
It will be one of those books which you can actually read and apply, read and apply, read and apply. It's all about becoming the way the author is talking about. It's not about just practicing or just doing things. It's a way of life, so that you actually become that way, so that people come and ask you, जैसे हम NLP में बोलते हैं, how did you do that? So until people are asking you how do you do that, you are not doing anything big or anything which is remarkable. Let people ask, how do you do that? So be that person. You will automatically become a people magnet when people come and ask you, how did you do that? आपने कैसे किया? या आप कैसे करते हो? All right. So you can even write a book on this. The title of the book can be How Do You Do That? Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye,
I have
everyone.
a question.
Yes,
Not
please.
regarding the book, but ये जो poll का आता है, I get very confused because I just want, if it's regarding the Friday sessions or Sunday morning session, I'm okay with it. But if it is for other more sessions, then I'm just okay with these 2 days. So what do I do? Do I poll or just because
See, there is always an option for that also in that poll.
uh,
So you
but
can just take that option. See, what Vasu wants is people must respond. That's it. It's not that what you're responding to or what is your choice. What is most important is that if you're a part of this group, at least you show up that yes, I have read this message and this
okay,
is
okay,
my point. That's it.
okay, okay. I'll do that then.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Thank you
it.
so much for clearing it. And I
All
love
right.
I love you all.
You have no choice, ma'am. You have to
Yes,
love us all.
I make my choice that way.
Love is that lock that everybody wants to unlock, and everybody
My
has
love
the
is
key for
never
it.
locked. It's always unlocked.
Yeah, everybody has the key for it. They know how to unlock it. It's just there. But they believe that मेरे पास वो चाबी है नहीं, इसलिए things are not working things are not working in my favor. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं. You have all the keys. In fact, you have multiple keys to unlock that lock. If
ये
you
जो
don't know,
आप
you
चाबी कह रहे हैं, हम तो चाबी भी दूसरों को देते थे, जितना प्यार चाहिए लेके जाओ, हम अपने पास सारा रखने वाले नहीं हैं.
so सारे keys यहीं पे रखा हुआ है. All the keys are here. Nobody can take those keys from you. The only thing is how many of those keys you are actually applying to unlock things in your life. That's the key.
पिनाकी जी, आई वाज रीडिंग समवेयर, उसमें लिखा था कि आप पहले अपने आप से तो जीत नहीं पा रहे, आप दुनिया से जीतने की कोशिश कर रहे हो। पहले अपने आप से जीतो, मतलब कंट्रोल,
एब्सोल्युटली,
मतलब वी
मैं कह
शुड।
रहा हूँ
हाँ,
एब्सोल्युटली, एंड व्हाट आई से, जीतने की जरूरत ही नहीं, अपने पास रहो, अपने साथ रहो, इतना ही काफी
वही जीतना है, वही जीतना है।
है ना। So there is nothing called winning or losing in life. It's all about whether you're present or not, whether you're present with yourself or not. That is most important. And the last minute which has just gone, it has already died for you. It does not exist anymore. So it's not about winning or losing. It's all about living the life that you love to live, living the life that you want, living the moment. That is most important. सांसें चल रही कि नहीं, सांसें चल रही तो you have got another opportunity to make the change, to make the difference. So it's not about winning or losing. It's all about living. आप जी रहे हो कि नहीं? Think about it. Anyway, I always look at things from different angles, from where I can actually keep myself free from all these jargons. You know, winning, losing, these are jargons. उसका कोई meaning ही नहीं है. आप 10 लोगों को पूछ, you will get 10 different definitions. The winning क्या है, losing क्या है.
नहीं, हमें
These are all
लोगों से नहीं
jargons.
पूछना ना। पिनाकी जी, वी डोंट हैव टू आस्क पीपल, वी नो। वो कहते हैं ना, लोग भी हमारे पास है, चाबी भी हमारे पास है, तो व्हाई वी हैव टू लुक
इसीलिए
आउट।
तो we word is the most dangerous word in the world.
आई,
And it's all about I. It's all about me.
इरफान
It's
सेड
all
यू,
about me,
आपको
my thoughts, my beliefs, my thoughts, my beliefs, my expressions, my meaning making, my interpretation. It's all about me. It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah, correct.
It's all about
So
your
after you
internal
said that,
representation of anything in life.
see, all priceless things are free of cost, but we have to make the best use of it. Yeah.
Everything is free of cost. It's not about priceless. You landed on this earth, everything is free, available to you for free. किस चीज के लिए आपको खर्च पैसे की जरूरत होती है पूरी? नथिंग. सांसें आपके लिए फ्री है, और क्या चाहिए?
ऑक्सीजन भी फ्री
Everything
है।
is free. It's all free. It's a free world. आपको भगवान ने भेजा. The only limitation is that you have to stay in this world with this body. If you want to go out of this world, you just need to leave this body. इसको यहाँ पे छोड़ के फिर जा सकते हो. Ultimately, you are the energy. Energy can be anywhere. It can be in the space. है ना? The only limitation is that your body. This is the only limitation. There's no other limitation. Everything is free for you. At least that's where I come from. That's what I believe. मेरे लिए तो सब कुछ फ्री ही है. Everything is free. Even the money that I get because I work is free. Because the effort that I'm giving is also free. God has given me enough energy to put in that effort. उसके बदले मुझे जो मिल रहा है, it is sometimes it is coming in the form of money, sometimes it is coming in the form of smile. It is coming in any other way. End of the day, the only thing probably that you and I are looking for is peace of mind while going to bed. That's it. उसको खरीदने के लिए पैसे की जरूरत नहीं, किसी भी चीज की जरूरत नहीं. Even that is also available for free. The only thing is whether you are willing to pick that up or not. है ना?
बिल्कुल।
जिंदगी एक्चुअली इतना ही सुंदर है, उसको तो हम ही दुनिया भर के शब्द यूज करके उसको हम जार्गोनाइज कर रहे हैं. दिस जार्गोनाइज इज नॉट अ वर्ड इज अवेलेबल इन द डिक्शनरी, बट आई यूज इट. दैट डू नॉट जार्गोनाइज योर लाइफ. आप जितने कम शब्दों से अपने आप को एक्सप्रेस कर सकते हो, उतना बेहतर से बेहतरीन जिंदगी आप जी सकते हो. Just don't jargonize your life, you know, using these words like stop, start, win, lose. ये सब jargons हैं. 10 different people have 10 different meanings about these words. The biggest jargon is we. वो आपको अपने साथ रहने ही नहीं देगा. We do this, people are like that. These are all jargons. Yeah, if you ask yourself, what do you mean by we? What do you mean by people? Now you are confused. यार मैं people का क्या बताऊं? Isn't it a jargon? So do not jargonize your life. ये भी एक किताब का टाइटल हो सकता है. I can give multiple book writing ideas. और एक एक बुक लोग खरीद के पढ़ेंगे. आप लिखो ना,
आप
पतला
कब
सा
किताब
बुक ही
लिख रहे
लिखो.
हैं? आप कब किताब?
I am probably writing 10 to 15 books together. इसलिए किसी पे भी काम नहीं हो रहा है. हर में थोड़ी थोड़ी काम होता है, थोड़ा थोड़ा काम होता है. जस्ट ऑब्जर्व दिस बुक, कितना छोटा सा किताब है ना. जस्ट
I
फिट्स
know.
योर palm. It just fits your palm.
Actually, I was getting an idea.
Yes.
If it's okay, I can share.
Yeah, please, why not?
So if everyone in this group are interested, we can all compile a book, like create a book with whatever idea we want to add up, is what I was thinking.
Come out of that V first.
Yeah.
है ना. आप V से
वैसे
निकल जाओ, फिर देखो लाइफ कितना सुंदर है. यू विल
वैसे
शॉक.
पिनाकी, आप हर एक की बात पकड़ लेते हो. दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव नोटिस्ड.
Observing is a real key, I can say.
Yeah. It's like jargonize and de-jargonize. Like, so your life is, you have already jargonized your life a lot by using all these words. So it's a time for de-jargonization. De-jargonize. Jargon से निकल. जैसे होता है स्ट्रेस से डिस्ट्रेस. मैं कहता हूँ it's all jargonized. आपने स्ट्रेस is also jargon. तो आपने सुन लिया तो you are applying it. If you have never heard that word, how will you apply it? How will you express yourself? Then you will say something other, right? See, that's how I treat people who are going through emotional disorders or mental disorders. I don't say they are patients. I said it's just a mental disorder. Things are not in order. That's it. So when I interact with them, even I don't use the word treatment. That's what people do. I don't treat anybody. When I interact with them, I ask them to tell their story. That's the only thing that I do. मैं बोला आप अपना स्टोरी बताइए, और जहां जहां पे मैं आपको रोकूंगा, आप वहां पे अपने वर्ड्स को चेंज करना है. दैट्स द ओनली थिंग व्हिच आई डू. स्टार्ट द स्टोरी. वो जब बोलते रहते मैं खाली खाली उनके शब्दों का पकड़ता. मैं बोलता ओके, यू से द सेम थिंग विदाउट यूजिंग दिस वर्ड. लाइक दीज आर द लॉक्स. सब वहीं पे लॉक्ड है, मल्टीपल लॉक्स. स्ट्रेस इज अ लॉक, डिप्रेशन इज अ लॉक, वरी इज अ लॉक. ये सब लॉक्स आपने खुद ही बना के रखा है. So when people start sharing their stories, तो जब बोलता I'm worried, I say okay, replace the word worried. Use some other word. Say the same thing. Don't use that word. Now sometimes people get it in 10 minutes. Sometimes it takes about an hour. कभी कभी एक डेढ़ घंटा भी लगता है. And that one moment which I wait for, जब वो बंदा बोलता है या बंदी बोलती है कि आप मुझे बोलने ही नहीं दे रहे. Because now you are not finding any other word to express yourself. You are smiling, you are laughing. Because every word that you have learned is backed by a story, backed by event, and then repetition of that event, whereby you created the meaning of this word, and every word is stored in our brain as a feeling. And every time you use that word in your communication, you bring that feeling or experience of that word in that communication. आप उसको यूज ही मत करो, वो वैसे ही गायब हो जाएगा. As I was talking about that, don't use the word problem in your communication. Problem वैसे ही गायब हो जाएगा. You're not using that word, right? So you're not bringing that experience into that conversation at all. खत्म.
Naki, the word which really bothers me when people use this word depression very loosely. And I always ask them, has have you been to the doctor? Is that doctor has declared clinically that you have a depression, or are you taking a medicine? They say no, nothing like that. I say, why you are using this word so loosely? It affects your mind. So that one thing is, like when I see the youngster using this word, it really bothers me sometimes.
Okay, ma'am. Say the same thing without using the word bother.
I mean, you get more bit, like concerned ki why they are using this word again and again, these youngsters also.
Hmm. Okay, remove the word concern. Use some other word. Say the same thing.
Affected,
Pardon?
concerned, huh?
You say the same thing without using the word concern.
Mm, I'm not getting anything. So,
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. So now you're not bothered. Now you're not concerned.
hmm.
Now it's something else. This is what happens when you use the word. So when you use the word people, you're generalizing it. When you use using the word depression, we are generalizing it. When we are using the word doctor, we are generalizing it. When we are using the word medicine, we are generalizing. You used all these words: doctor, medicine, depression. आप इन शब्दों के इस्तेमाल ही मत करो. You will observe that those things does not exist. You can
What is the
ask.
right way to ask?
I don't know, but you don't use this word. See, when you're saying that somebody is using, you use the word loosely. Don't use these words. When somebody is talking about that, okay, I am depressed, you ask them, okay, how do you think so? What makes you think so? What are the points that you have to prove your point? Show me the data.
Hmm.
उनको डेटा दिखाने दो, वो ढूंढ ढूंढ के निकालने दो. बोलो वाओ, इतना डेटा आपने ढूंढ ढूंढ के निकाली, ये आपको लगता है कोई डिप्रेस्ड है तो इतना डेटा ढूंढ ढूंढ के निकाल सकता है? आस
Thank you.
that's why I say that when somebody is criticizing you, उनको बोलो show me the data. कम से कम 5 आइडियाज, 5 पॉइंट्स निकालो जिससे तुम्हें लगता है कि मैं ऐसा हूँ. अगर उसने कर दिया तो सोचो, वो उसके पास, लोगों के पास अपने लिए टाइम नहीं है, वो आपको टाइम दे रहा है, isn't it? तो उसको लेके कॉफी शॉप में चले जाओ, वो अपनी स्टारबक्स. बोले यार, लोगों के पास अपने लिए टाइम है, तुम्हारे लिए इतना टाइम है, मेरे लिए मेरे बारे में सोच रहे हो, मेरी कमियां ढूंढ ढूंढ के निकाल रहे हो. यार, आई एम सो लकी, आई एम सो ब्लेस्ड. चलो कॉफी पीते हैं. दुनिया का सबसे महंगा कॉफी आज हम तुम्हें पिलाएंगे. चलो. फिर आज तक मुझे किसी ने इतना टाइम नहीं दिया. I've done that actually, and they have become my best friends. Anyway, so that's life. That's what I say. De-jargonize your life. जितना आप सिंपल वर्ड्स यूज करेंगे अपने कम्युनिकेशन में, उतना आप भी लाइट लाइट रहेंगे. एंड you will become enlightened, and you can transfer that enlightenment to others. It's as simple as that. Just हमारे लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज है these words. The more words we know, the more challenging our life becomes, because now we have multiple words to express ourselves. So if you have limited words, imagine if you have never heard this word called problem. Now how will you handle that situation? How will you talk about it? आपने सुना ही नहीं, या जिसको आप बता रहे हो उसने कभी सुना नहीं, आप उसको कैसे समझाओगे कि प्रॉब्लम क्या चीज होती है, व्हाट यू आर गोइंग थ्रू? जिसने कभी सॉल्यूशन सुना ही नहीं, आप उसको कैसे एक्सप्रेस करोगे, व्हाट डू आई डू नेक्स्ट? अब क्या करें, ये सिचुएशन हमें क्या करना चाहिए? So these things make all the difference. The way you interact, the way you interpret things, that makes all the difference. The kind of words that you choose in your communication, that makes all the difference. लाइफ एक्चुअली इतना सिंपल है, बहुत सिंपल है लाइफ. You can make complex things simple by simply saying, I know that it's not that simple. So complicated चीज को आपने simple वैसे ही बना दिया by just by saying it's not so simple. Now it becomes simple, right? It comes from the negative zone to the positive zone. ये simple है लेकिन इतना भी simple नहीं. आसान है, इतना भी आसान नहीं. यही आप मैसेज दे रहे हो, बट आपने मैसेज क्या दिया कि जो अभी तक आसान नहीं था उसको अपना आसान बना दिया. It's not that simple, I know. I agree with you.
So, sir, when I start using simple word, then that problem will also become simple.
प्रॉब्लम अगर यूज करोगे तो प्रॉब्लम फिर भी रह जाएगा.
Okay. A challenge will also become simple, which I was
You give it a
just by
shot,
changing the
see what
words.
happens. See what happens.
And,
You
so
give it a shot
first
and
is
see what happens.
perspective.
Yeah,
देखने का जरिया on that.
absolutely. Something which is challenging for you is an opportunity for somebody.
Hmm.
If you're driving a car and your one of your tires become flat, go flat, तो जो उस टायर को रिपेयर कर सके उसके लिए अपॉर्चुनिटी है आपके लिए. If your refrigerator is not working, so the person who can repair that refrigerator it's an opportunity for him. And then somebody discovered, oh my God, I have an opportunity here also. So he created something called Urban Club or Urban Company. लोगों के पास फ्रिज खराब हो रहा है. There are people who can repair the fridge. Let me get in between and make some money. He created a system so that he can connect these two person, and he's making money. Same with Uber. लोगों को कम्यूट करना है, उनके पास गाड़ी नहीं. So anyway, they are stopping every auto rickshaw. रुक जा रुक जा रुक जा, and then asking तुम जाओगे, and then जाओगे तो कितना पैसा लोगे. So they made all these things. And they put it in the app. So they don't own a single auto or single car, and they're making money. So something which is a problem for you is an opportunity for somebody. And if you can join the dots, job is done. People are happy.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Make your
Okay.
day amazing, make your week amazing, make your life amazing. खुद बनाओ,
Yes.
किसी के ऊपर डिपेंड मत करो. खुद का बना दोगे तो दूसरे का भी अपने आप बन जाएगा. They will ask you, how do you do that? सुमिता मैम आप कैसे सारा दिन स्माइल करती रहती हैं? सुमिता मैम बोले क्यों स्माइल करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? बोलो तुम्हें क्या चाहिए? बोलो स्माइल करने के लिए. वो बोले मुझे ये चाहिए. बोले कौन मना कर रहा है? कौन रोक रहा है लेने के लिए? कहाँ पे मिल सकता है जो तुम्हें चाहिए? बोलेगा कहाँ से मिल सकता है? बोले वहां तक पहुंचने के लिए क्या चाहिए? सब कुछ यहीं पे है. एवरीथिंग इज हियर. वॉट एवर यू लुकिंग आउटसाइड वो भी यहीं पे है, तभी जाके आपको एक्सेस मिलेगा. इफ यू नो दैट टू इरेज a pencil, a line drawn with pencil with a eraser, you need an eraser, right? अगर आपको पता ही नहीं है कि इरेजर नाम का कुछ एग्जिस्ट करता है, you will not hunt for it at all. You won't even look for it. Now, if you know there is something called eraser, it's there in your mind. There is something called eraser which I can use to erase a pencil mark. Only then you look for an eraser. So everything is here. That is the key. The lock is now I want to erase this. That is the lock. Apply the eraser. This is what you and I learn when we get into from primary school to secondary school. Yeah, primary to middle school जो बोलते हैं. Like up to 5 probably we use pencil to write. After 5 use a pen to write. So पेन आपको तब दिया जाता है जब you know कि अब मुझे ज्यादा इरेजर की यूज नहीं है. I am confident enough to write without using an eraser. Till that you use an eraser. Once you become confident enough, now you are writing with pen. Now, whatever writing with pen, the only choice you have is to cut that word. You can't erase it. है ना? तो वैसे ही है. Everything in life is like that. You just need to observe that are you writing with a pen or a pencil. Incidentally, यहाँ पे आप सब कुछ पेंसिल से ही लिखते हो. यहाँ पे पेन का कोई रोल नहीं. Okay, again, make your life amazing.
Mm.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye-bye. Bye.